money, wealth, freedom. These are the goals we all aspire to, the promises that keep us striving day after day. But why is it that so few of us ever seem to achieve that elusive financial independence? Why do the visions of prosperity and liberation remain stubbornly out of reach for the majority? The answer lies not in the size of our paychecks or the contents of our bank accounts, but in the way we think about money itself. You see, the path to true wealth is paved not with dollars and cents, but with a fundamental shift in mindset, a reimagining of our relationship with the very concept of financial success. Welcome to your daily dose of wealth wisdom. As Morgan Housel, the author of The Psychology of Money, so eloquently puts it, doing well with money isn't necessarily about what you know, it's about how you behave. It's about embracing a wealth mindset that transcends the purely transactional nature of our financial lives and taps into the deeper psychological and emotional drivers that shape our attitudes and behaviors. Imagine for a moment a life where you wake up each morning, free from the shackles of debt and the pressure to keep up with the Joneses. A life where you have the autonomy to pursue your passions, to spend time with loved ones, and to make a meaningful impact on the world around you. This is the promise of the wealth mindset, a paradigm shift that can unlock a world of possibilities and propel you towards the freedom you've always dreamed of. But make no mistake, this is no get-rich-quick scheme. Building genuine, sustainable wealth is a journey, one that requires dedication, discipline, and a willingness to challenge the limiting beliefs that have been holding you back. It's about reframing the way you think about money, embracing the principles of abundance and prosperity, and taking consistent, intentional action to create the life you truly desire. As the legendary investor Warren Buffett once said, "It's not about how much money you make, but how much money you keep, how hard it works for you, and how many generations you keep it for." This is the essence of the wealth mindset. It's not just about accumulating wealth, but about cultivating a mindset and a set of behaviors that will allow that wealth to grow, thrive, and create a lasting legacy. Are you ready to embark on that journey? Are you willing to do the work necessary to shatter the glass ceiling of financial success and step into the limitless realm of wealth and fulfillment? If so, then buckle up, my friend, because this ride is about to get transformative. Let's start by taking an honest look at the reality that so many of us face. Despite our best efforts, the majority of people in the developed world find themselves trapped in a vicious cycle of paycheck-to-paycheck living, struggling to make ends meet and constantly worrying about money. It's a debilitating experience, one that can take a heavy toll on our mental health, our relationships, and our overall quality of life. Imagine the stress of watching your bank account dwindle with each unexpected expense, the frustration of never quite having enough to pursue the dreams and goals that set your soul on fire. This is the harsh reality for millions of people, a reality of unpaid bills, mounting debt, and the constant nagging fear that financial ruin is just one mishap away. And the worst part? It's a cycle that can feel almost impossible to break free from, no matter how hard we try. But here's the thing. It doesn't have to be this way. Financial freedom is not some distant, unattainable fantasy. It's a very real possibility, one that's within reach for all of us, if we're willing to adopt a new way of thinking and a new set of behaviors when it comes to money. At the heart of the wealth mindset is the understanding that financial success is not just about the numbers in your bank account. It's about the freedom to pursue your passions, the ability to create positive change in the world, and the sense of fulfillment that comes from living a life of purpose and abundance. One of the key principles of the wealth mindset is the embrace of abundance. So often, we're conditioned to view the world through a lens of scarcity, the belief that there's only a finite amount of wealth to go around, and that in order to get ahead, we have to compete with others and fight for a piece of the pie. But as Morgan Housel points out, the world is not zero-sum. When one person gains, it doesn't mean another person loses. There is room for multiple people to be successful at the same time. This is the essence of the abundance mindset, the understanding that there is more than enough prosperity to go around if we're willing to shift our perspective and create opportunities for ourselves. Imagine a world where you no longer feel the need to hoard your resources or constantly compare yourself to others. A world where you can freely give, share, and invest in your own growth and development, secure in the knowledge that there is always more where that came from. This is the power of the wealth mindset in action. Another crucial aspect of the wealth mindset is the willingness to take calculated risks and step outside of your comfort zone. Now, I'm not talking about reckless gambling or impulsive decision-making. What I'm talking about is the ability to identify opportunities, assess the potential rewards and risks, and then have the courage to take action, even if it means venturing into the unknown. As Warren Buffett famously said, risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. The wealth mindset is all about embracing a certain level of risk, but doing so with intention, awareness, and a deep understanding of the potential outcomes. It's about having the courage to try, to experiment, and to learn from your mistakes, rather than letting fear and paralysis hold you back. Think about the most successful entrepreneurs and investors you know. What do they have in common? More often than not, it's a willingness to take risks, to embrace uncertainty, and to keep pushing forward despite the challenges and setbacks they inevitably face. They understand that the path to wealth and success is rarely a straight line, and they're not afraid to step into the unknown. And speaking of success, another critical component of the wealth mindset is the ability to reframe the way you define and measure it. Far too often, we get caught up in the pursuit of material wealth, the fancy cars, the big houses, the designer clothes. But the truth is, true success is about so much more than just the numbers in your bank account. As Housel eloquently puts it, the highest form of wealth is the ability to wake up every morning and say, "I can do whatever I want today." This is the essence of the wealth mindset. It's about the freedom to live life on your own terms, to pursue your passions, and to make a meaningful impact on the world around you. Instead of focusing solely on accumulating wealth, I encourage you to start thinking about success in terms of your overall quality of life, your level of fulfillment, and your ability to create positive change. What are the things that truly matter to you? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? When you shift your focus in this direction, you'll find that the pursuit of wealth becomes much more meaningful and rewarding. Now, I know what you might be thinking at this point. Okay, this all sounds great, but how do I actually put these principles into practice? What if I'm stuck in a cycle of negative thinking and self-doubt? Trust me, I understand the feeling. We all have those limiting beliefs and self-sabotaging behaviors that can hold us back from achieving our full potential. Maybe it's the voice in your head that tells you you're not smart enough, or talented enough, or worthy enough to build genuine wealth. Maybe it's the fear of failure that keeps you from taking risks and stepping outside of your comfort zone. But here's the thing. Those limiting beliefs are not the truth. They're just stories that we've been telling ourselves, often for our entire lives. And the good news is, we have the power to rewrite those stories and create new, empowering narratives that will propel us towards the life we truly desire. One of the most powerful tools for overcoming limiting beliefs is the practice of affirmations. When you consistently repeat positive, self-affirming statements, you're literally rewiring your brain to focus on the things that you want to achieve, rather than the things that are holding you back. As Warren Buffett once said, "It's good to learn from your mistakes, but it's better to learn from other people's mistakes." By adopting a growth mindset and a willingness to challenge your limiting beliefs, you open yourself up to a world of new possibilities and opportunities. Another powerful strategy is the practice of visualization. Imagine in vivid detail what your life would look like if you had already achieved your financial goals. Picture yourself waking up in your dream home, surrounded by the people and experiences that bring you the greatest joy. Visualize the freedom and fulfillment that comes with having the resources to pursue your passions and make a meaningful impact on the world. By regularly engaging in this visualization exercise, you're training your brain to recognize and believe that the life you desire is not only possible, but within your reach. It's a way of programming your subconscious mind to work for you rather than against you. And of course, no discussion of the wealth mindset would be complete without talking about the importance of education and continuous learning. As Housel writes, The most important investment you can make is in yourself. The more you know, the more you can grow. And when it comes to personal finance and entrepreneurship, there's always more to learn. So make a commitment to yourself to become a lifelong learner. Read books, listen to podcasts, watch YouTube videos like these, take courses, and surround yourself with mentors and experts who can help you expand your knowledge and push you to new heights. The more you invest in your own growth and development, the more you'll be able to create the life of abundance and fulfillment that you deserve. Now, I know we've covered a lot of powerful mindset shifts and principles, but you're probably wondering, okay, that's great, but what are the actual practical steps I can take to start building wealth? Well, my friends, let's dive into some of the strategies that have helped countless individuals achieve their financial goals and reclaim their freedom. First and foremost, it's all about getting your financial house in order. This means taking a long, hard look at your current spending habits and making a plan to get out of debt. As Warren Buffett famously said, if you buy things you don't need, you'll soon sell things you need. It's a lesson that's worth taking to heart. Start by creating a detailed budget. Track your income, your expenses, and your savings. Identify areas where you can cut back and make a commitment to allocating a portion of your income towards paying off high-interest debt. It might feel like a sacrifice in the short term, but the freedom and peace of mind you'll experience once you're debt-free is truly priceless. And while we're on the topic of savings and investment, it's crucial that you start building up an emergency fund. Aim to save at least 3-6 months' worth of living expenses so that you have a financial cushion to fall back on in case of unexpected challenges or job loss. Once you've got those foundational pieces in place, it's time to start exploring other wealth-building strategies. Maybe that means starting a side hustle or small business, or investing in real estate or the stock market. The key is to find opportunities that align with your interests, your skills, and your long-term goals. Remember, wealth building is a marathon, not a sprint. As Housel reminds us, compounding is the greatest force in the universe. It's about making consistent, incremental progress over time. But I can assure you the payoff is more than worth it. When you start to see your net worth grow, when you have the freedom to pursue your passions and spend time with the people you love, it's an incredibly empowering and fulfilling feeling. And speaking of pursuing your passions, let's talk about the incredible power of the entrepreneurial mindset. Because let's be honest, for many of us, the traditional 9-to-5 grind just isn't cutting it anymore. We want more freedom, more control over our time and our income, and the ability to create something truly meaningful. That's where entrepreneurship comes in. Now, I know the idea of starting your own business can be daunting, but I promise you, the rewards are well worth the risk. When you embrace the entrepreneurial mindset, you unlock a whole new world of possibilities. You start to see problems as opportunities rather than obstacles. You become more decisive, more innovative, and more resilient in the face of challenges. And most importantly, you get to be the master of your own destiny, creating a life and a career that truly aligns with your values and your passions. Of course, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Entrepreneurship requires a tremendous amount of hard work, dedication, and willingness to step outside of your comfort zone. But as Warren Buffett reminds us, only when the tide goes out do you discover who's been swimming naked. In other words, it's in those moments of uncertainty and discomfort that we have the opportunity to truly test the strength of our wealth mindset and our entrepreneurial spirit. So if you're feeling the pull of entrepreneurship, I encourage you to lean into it. Start by brainstorming business ideas that excite you, and then take the necessary steps to turn those ideas into a reality. Build a strong network of mentors and supporters, and don't be afraid to seek out funding or resources to help you get your venture off the ground. And remember, the wealth mindset isn't just about the money. It's about the freedom, the fulfillment, and the opportunity to create positive change in the world around you. When you embrace the entrepreneurial spirit, you're not just building wealth, you're building a legacy. So my friends, are you ready to unlock your wealth potential and start creating the life of your dreams? I hope that through this journey, you've gained a deeper understanding of the power of the wealth mindset and the practical steps you can take to start building the financial freedom and personal fulfillment you deserve. Remember, it's not going to be easy. There will be challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt along the way. But if you stay committed to the principles we've discussed, if you're willing to do the work and push past your limiting beliefs, I can assure you that the rewards will be truly life-changing. So, what are you waiting for? Take that first step today. Start by practicing gratitude, by embracing the abundance mindset, and by taking small, consistent actions towards your financial goals. And don't forget to share your journey with others. Together, let's create a movement of wealth-minded individuals who are not only building their own prosperity, but using their resources to make a positive impact on the world around them. The future is ours for the taking, my friends. The path to true wealth and freedom is within your reach. All you have to do is believe in the power of your own potential and then take the necessary steps to bring that vision to life. Are you ready? Let's go get it.